Okay, here is the relay that died. Hopefully you can see, if I can get it to stay in focus, that would be really great, how burnt that is there. Yeah, obviously being the AC clutch relay, it does a lot of opening and closing as the clutch is engaged and disengaged. So, yeah, it had got to the end of its life. Looks like it had just said, I've had enough, good night Vienna. So, yeah, I just chopped it open and, well, you can see the burn marks on the plastic there too. Yeah, there you go. Just thought you might be interested in that one burnt out relay. Now, you may recall that the cover was not fitted onto this car. In fact, it was missing completely, and I had to get one from eBay, I think it was. The reason was that this stud was missing, and this piece of pipe went over where the stud would be. So whoever put this air thingy on really didn't give it much thought. So all I've done is shorten this pipe, put a stud in there, and yes, again, it's one of those from the transmission pan. Now it's fine. I can put the cover on. So let's get that. Right. I am not a great lover of these plastic engine covers. However, I think in this case, it does make it look a little better. And yes, you can see I highlighted it in red because I wanted to. Simple as that. But yeah, it covers up the supercharger neatly. If that supercharger was all nicely polished, then that might be a different story. But for the moment, this is how she is. Now it's time to go for a drive. Right, to any of you that have one of these lovely cars, I opened the manual or the handbook, told me what fuse is what, didn't tell me what relay is what. I will include a picture so that you know. However, the one I was searching for was the AC clutch relay. It is this one here. Yes, I know it looks different. That's because I didn't buy an original. I bought an AutoZone special. Hopefully it'll work. Cost me 20 bucks. In order to test this and kind of prove to myself that it was the relay, I have a special relay that you just flick the switch on and it makes the connection. I have a whole box full of them. In fact, I want to give the guy a shout out. I mean, he's rich, he doesn't need the shout out. But hang on a second, if I can get it up the right way. It gives you all these relays in a pack. So if you're working on cars, this is very handy. And it was the, what's he called? The Wizard, Car Wizard. Omega Motoring or whatever they're called out in Kansas. And I've found these relays very handy when working on cars. So there you go. I don't know why Jaguar couldn't have the sense, or rather Ford didn't have the sense to include the relay description. However, all done now and my AC works perfectly. I think maybe what had happened is that either the relay had stuck or the clutch on the original compressor took a dump and burnt the relay out somehow. The fuse hadn't blown though, so not sure exactly what had caused it. Okay, there you go for the moment. I think I've done all I'm going to do on this. Now I can drive it and then take it for inspection. But of course, first and foremost, I want to get this bumper done, but that will be after I have done the inspection. Okay, why am I showing you this screw? We all like a nice screw. Simple. That is the one that came out of the transmission pan. When I replaced the transmission filter, etc., it comes with a nice new set of bolts. But these bolts are the same size thread, that is, not the length, it's longer than the ones that I'm about to tell you, that hold the front under tray on. That plastic thing. They are the same, and they got nice big heads, so they work perfectly. So if you do the transmission change, keep these because they come in very handy. Right, and what are we going to move on to next? Oh, hang on, let me go back and tell you the relay that I purchased. And I don't know if you can see, hang on, can I get it in focus? Hang on a second, we're going to try something here. How about that? 20749 from AutoZone, it's a relay, and that's for the AC clutch. There are two other relays next to that one that seem to be the same. That's all I'm going to say, is it seems to be the same. And something else I'm using. Sorry, this is a very bits of video. AT205. This is very good if you have a oil leak in your transmission or your engine. This is something you can add to it. And also, as you can see, it does power, steering, and differential. It softens the seals, those rubber seals with the springs on. And so what happens is it will soften those seals, and the spring will then squeeze it in tighter and reduce, maybe not cure, but certainly reduce the amount of leak that you have. Now, it's not going to repair gaskets, it doesn't do that, but it does certainly do the expanding of the seals. So it's worthwhile. I have used it on a number of occasions and it worked every time. Up to you whether you do or not, but I think it's a good product. Okay folks, I don't know how this is going to work. I've got the camera hanging from my sunroof. If this suddenly crashes, I guess we'll find out. This is interesting to say the least. Hang on a sec. Right, let's see how we go, shall we? First of all, I want to let her warm up before I start giving it any welly. Hear her beeping, that's because I'm close to my wife's car, and in fact my wife is probably beeping as well. Let's see how good or bad the car is. It's gonna... Now remember, I've replaced all of the transmission stuff. So first to second, second to third, you really feel it change. I can live with that. And that was third to fourth. That wasn't bad, that was relatively smooth. Now I do, or I have, put an additive in here. So we'll see if it smooths it out. I've got to say, she feels a little jerky at the moment. Okay, that was second to third. That was a little smoother. First to second, definitely not smooth. Now remember, this has got 167,000 on it, so I'm not worried about that. When she comes to a halt, you can get a bit of a jolt. So we'll see how this goes. Now I can feel vibration. That is because that condenser is not condenser. The compressor is touching. Yeah, she's very jolty. Very jolty indeed. I'm hoping that the driving that's going to smooth out. I feel she's got power. Oh yeah. Now if we can just smooth out the gear changes, that would be great. We'll see. It's going to take a bit of driving, I think, to get that sorted. Yeah, when you come to a halt, when it changes, and what gets me is, yeah, it changes, but you can hear beep 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 beep, and I don't know why. First to second, second to third. It kind of improves through the range. Let's see, there's some guy coming up on my inside. Sure, he's going to want to try and cut in. Let me see. There he is. Hey, what a surprise! He's cutting in. What a fucking dickhead. They can't wait 30 seconds behind you. God, there's some fucking idiots on the road. He seems to be blowing nice and cold, which is a plus considering all that work I've just done. Hope you're getting a half decent view, because this is the video I want to push out. Don't really want to have to do a transmission. Close to a stop, it really seems to put the anchors on. And again, you're sitting in traffic and it goes beep 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 beep. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that first to second and second to third is quite firm, shall we say. This, or you, out to, well, it's kind of a freeway. It just means I can put the foot down. Sorry, that was a very nice young lady with a gorgeous bum. Going, she's going nice and smooth. I gotta say that about it. I don't know what gear we're in at the moment, in all honesty. It doesn't, if it gives me an indication I can't see, but I just felt it change again. So we probably just went from 5 to 6. It's a nice car, I do like her, but those violent gear shifts are a little concerning, to say the least. Now we are in sport mode, I believe. I'll give you a second and I'll stand and I'll let you know. No, we're not in sport mode. I think I know when it's in sport mode. Let's see what that does for it. Yeah, we're in sport mode now. changed again. Maybe we went from 5th to 6th or 4th to 5th, I don't know. When we get on the freeway, I'll be able to get away up into 6th, and we'll see how smooth it is. Now, despite the fact that the AC compressor is touching the subframe, I don't feel too many vibrations. Now, bear in mind this is a sportish car, and it's not going to be the smoothest ride. I'd like to turn the fan down, but I might have to wait until I stop because I'm not familiar with this car, so reaching down and messing with things is not an option. Traffic light will stay red, and I can mess with the settings. Traffic that's passing in front to go. So I've got a relatively clear road. They're stopping, we've got the green light, so let's see. I'm not going to give it too much welly just yet. Now good, I've found the fan button. I'm sure you're glad of that too. No, I don't see any indication as to... Well, there's really nothing much behind me. We're doing under 2,000 revs, 50 miles an hour. Temperature's perfect. Fuel is full. I do wish it had oil pressure and other gauges. I don't like the way they've limited it. It's kind of a vehicle in my way at the moment. I'll wait till we cross this line, and then we'll see if the supercharger wants to supercharge. Bullet wounds on the windscreen, I might need to get that done. Okay, let's move over. Let's give it a go. How about that? Fucking hell. Whoa. Well, I tell you what, that supercharger, holy shit. Did you hear that, baby? Damn. I must admit, I didn't expect it to kick as hard as it did. Okay, we're at the end of this freeway. I'm going to go up and could be a few more miles. Enjoying the trip. I am. Apart from anything else. Just here we go now. Any second, and brake on. There you go. You can feel it. It's almost as if it applies the brakes. And now it's stopped again. That's interesting. Oh, let's set the clock on this. It says it's 3:52 a.m. There ain't no way it's 3:52 a.m. And I'm going to change that for a 24-hour clock too. Yeah, when you sit here, we're just above 500 RPM. It's you can feel the vibration, so I'll probably have to do something about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I will try and raise the engine slightly on that side with a couple of spacers. Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? She takes off. Speed limit along here is 55 with 0 tolerance. If you were quick enough, you just saw that sign. I ain't gonna risk it. 2 reasons. I just had a gin and tonic, and whilst I am not drunk, the breathalyzer may disagree. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna stick around 50. Got a good time to set cruise control. And we're set on 50 now, so I can just relax, not worry about getting a speeding ticket or being shot. Just going to keep it right on 50. Guy behind me doesn't like that. He wants to do 55. He can go ahead and do that. Need to put some miles on this. Now there is an indication on the dash that says cruise control is on. I know that because I'm not touching the fucking pedal. Then there's another person trying to kiss the bottom of this car, so he'll go around me, I'm sure. They don't like it when you don't do exactly the speed limit. And of course, it's the limit. It doesn't mean you have to do that many mph. Oh, new road there. Damn. Shit, new houses everywhere. Good God. Arizona is exploding. Well, let's increase speed a little with the button. Just took it above 50. Oh, and we have to stop. Cruise control cancelled. That's nice. Hit the brake and it tells you cruise control cancelled. Hey, no shit, Sherlock. Don't like the way it does that last minute thing. I wonder what that is. First and second shifts are not nice. Quite violent. Of course, I did put a second-hand refurbished solenoid pack block in. You're kind of hoping that it's good. You never know, do you? lights ahead. Maybe I can turn there, we'll see. No left turn. Well, I guess I'm going to turn right, but it's too late now. I'm going to fuck the people up behind me. That looked like an interesting road. I have to have some music on, but as I'm recording, can't really do that, can I? By me. I'm never in that much of a hurry. Well, I got a supercharger. I'm enjoying this little trip here in Arizona. The road I'm on, bumpy though it is, it's called Ironwood. I used to have Ironwood. Interesting. Now I got it. That is quite a hard shift. Used to be like that. I'm gonna have to contact the guy that I bought this from and let's see what he says, because this is violent. This is violent, shifting from 1 to 2. Right, let's see. 2 to 3 is not so bad. 3 to 4 is okay. Excuse me. Right, let's set again, so I don't have to worry. Get myself just above 50. Just above 50 now. And she cruises along very nicely. But I'm definitely going to have to contact the guy. Maybe he'll just send me a couple of new solenoids. Yeah. Oh, there we go again. More traffic lights. Now what you're seeing in the sky is unusual here. They're called clouds apparently. What's this road? Radiance Avenue. That fun. Oh, I've got to be careful with this car. That took me from 50 to 80. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Wow. Let's get back to where we should be. All I wanted to do is not make that guy slow down. Sorry, officer. Didn't mean to do what happened. Sheesh. Nice smooth road, as you can tell by all these lovely donka noises. Okay, here's the road we want to get onto. Coming. Shall we go for it? You ready? Man, oh man, that is fast. I kept it under 100. Just give it time to slow down. Talk about a Corvette killer. Or a piss on a Porsche. Or a Masher Mustang. Oh dear. Is this my road? Oh crap, I don't even know. Is it Signal View? No, Meridian. Getting a little carried away with myself there. happy to report I don't see a check engine light yet. Sincerely hoping I don't. Be prepared. For God's sake, be prepared, because it takes off like a fucking rocket. I want my wife to have a drive of this. Brakes are a little bit juddery. I think I might have to get new rotors. As I said, I want my wife to have a drive of this, and I want her to experience that power. Oh, shut up. Why does it do that? Oh, that's interesting. When it did it, the turn signal stopped. We've got an electrical gremlin.